From TEDx 2013 to now, and a conversation with Chris Anderson, I can see now what I also would like for you to have today: ideas, creativity, and opportunity. I've always wanted to be a storyteller, so today I get to be one. This is what TED does. I'll tell you a little story about a young man. He did 18 years of incarceration, from 21 years old until he was 39. But what's interesting is what happened during the incarceration. Part of it was in this institution. He became a licensed barber. He had that creativity inside of him and didn't know how to channel it, what to do with it. So being creative, he ended up being a barber, and he was rather good at it. People lined up for haircuts. He was later transferred and became a staff barber and started cutting hair. During that time, he met a retired educator. She spoke Spanish. Of course, she's heard it a million times, say, "Hey, I want to learn Spanish." So that's what he said to her. She goes, "Oh, yeah, right. You want to speak Spanish? Oh, my God, I've heard that a million times." What she didn't know was the young man that she was dealing with is 2 weeks later, he said a couple words in Spanish to her. 4 or 5 months later, he read, wrote, and spoke Spanish. About 6 months later, he was fluent. So that Spanish enabled him to help other people. But the story increases. Then later, based on everything he had learned, he chose to give back to his peers. Ideas, creativity, opportunity. That opportunity brought about a mentoring program that's in this institution that has affected the lives of hundreds of men and still does to this day. And he gave them hope, helping ourselves pursue excellence. After Hope, different things started taking place also as well. And he started thinking, he said, what's next? I'll get out one day. I can remember wondering, what's going to happen to him? What's going to happen? He's talking all these different things. So then all of a sudden, 18 years later, he's going to get out, and at the apex of it, his release is filmed by a national organization. A nationally renowned organization filmed his release. I purposely repeated that. So he was now all of a sudden the face of reentry. So what's going to happen? Speak fluent Spanish, certified mediator, trainer, facilitator, didn't even know how to use a computer, and ended up being a network administrator? How does that happen? So once he's getting ready to leave, well, I'll just show you. Welcome to the world, 2007.
All this time.
Like reality setting in. Like all that preparation, it seemed like it all pay off now. That's what I really want people to understand with all of it. They're doing the incarceration. Like what we gotta do. So when that day do arrive, that we prepare. But it's everything that we do while we're incarcerated that makes the reentry possible. Like we can have all the support in the world, but we have to allow people to help us and then be receptive to that support.
Good luck to you. So 20-some years later, that young man is me. What happened once I was released was not what was expected. I can remember going on all these different interviews, 30 or 40, and I'd be sitting there. You know how you go on an interview and you're all like, okay, ready, okay. When she says this, I'm gonna say this. When he says that, I'm gonna say this. And I said, I have all these skills. Surely I'll get a job. This is not the case. So I also want to baffle you today. How many of you know that there are animators, digital artists, men who speak multiple languages, Java programmers, people who even know sign language? Guys that have so much talent. That talent is not given a validation once you leave, though. So I propose an idea. Let's form hubs in our communities where these men and women can go and have an opportunity to belong to something, have an opportunity to use their skills. That's the idea. We need to be creative and create the opportunities. This right here is the artwork of my friend Todd, a modern day Picasso. After 4 years, he painted. Hadn't had a paintbrush or touched the canvas in 4 years and did that. Talent. Maybe $1,500 clock somewhere else, but it needs to be of value also. Imagine if you knew that this was painted and made by hand by Todd, out of scrap pieces of wood, by hand, pure talent, an idea, the creativity and opportunity. Animation. All of this in this institution. What if this talent was given an opportunity in the world? What if the administration of Marion Correctional Institution were in all kind of other different prisons as well? What if all these people with all this talent was given an opportunity to have a meaningful life and a career once they were released? What if we created those hubs and people had that opportunity? I believe that a man or woman is bigger than what they have done in their past. I believe that everyone in this room has made a mistake. I believe that we need you. I believe that there's opportunity in the world, but you seek it and you make it. I believe that the talent that lies within inside of me makes me assume a leadership position. I believe that historically there have been leaders and people that have taken for others so they don't have to take it, and they take it for themselves. I believe that in the TED community there are people that will rally around this important conversation, and that the conversation will be important and it will get life. Just as when we spoke before about ideas, creativity, and opportunity. This is what you're asked today. Be a leader, step forward. Let's create these hubs. Let's give people opportunity, and let's change the face of reentry. Let's make a future for reintegration, a beautiful future, beautiful grapes, beautiful languages, beautiful talent, beautiful animation, all happening right here. Such talent, but it needs opportunity. So again, I state it again to you. Let's change the face of reentry. There are talented men and women all across the nation, and there's a plethora of them here for you. Ideas, creativity, opportunity. Join me. Let's change the face. Let's make it real, make it an important conversation. The future of reintegration and the face of reentry. Now you have a voice with it. Thank you.